Sarah gets one impossible choice. She wakes up the morning she graduated high school. Everything is exactly the same, except she remembers the next 10 years. The loans, the night shifts, the cold coffee, the patience she'll never forget. 18 years old, holding the acceptance letter, remembering everything it costs. So, does she still become a nurse? Today we run every number on every road out of that parking lot, all 7 lives, and let Sarah choose again. Here are the rules of the game. 1 girl, 1 hometown, 1 work ethic, and 7 possible lives, all starting in this exact same parking lot. Every life plays by identical rules. The newest government pay data, median wages, real dollars. Nobody gets lucky and nobody gets a shortcut. Everyone pays their own tuition, everyone starts at 18, and every career earns its national median. No superstars, no flops. And 1 number to watch in every life. What's in Sarah's pocket, minus what school cost to get there. Cash earned, tuition subtracted. That's the whole scoreboard. No miracles. This channel doesn't sell those. Just arithmetic, applied evenly to every road out of that lot. From here, the lines do the talking. First stop, the life her cousin picked at 18. The apprenticeship everybody at the graduation party said Sarah was absolutely crazy to turn down. In this life, Sarah skips college completely. An apprenticeship, 0 tuition, a real paycheck at 18, and a trade learned with her own 2 hands. While Nurse Sarah sits in lecture halls, borrowing money, Electrician Sarah is earning it. 4 full years of wages before the other Sarah sees a paycheck. By 25, Electrician Sarah has banked $354,000 of career earnings. Real money, 0 debt, a head start measured in years. Nurse Sarah at 25, about $264 minus $29,000 in student loans. The trade is winning and it isn't close. Then the chart reaches age 28 and everything changes because the 2 lines finally touch, cross, and trade places for good. And Nurse Sarah never looks back. By 65, the gap between the same 2 women is $1.3 million and growing every single year. The apprenticeship wins the sprint, but the license wins the marathon. Remember that sentence, because you're about to hear it again with a badge on it. Life 2, the police academy. 6 months, paid. While nursing school charges tuition, the academy writes Sarah a check to train. Officer Sarah works from 19, full salary, overtime, a pension quietly building in the background. Median pay, $76,210 a year. Now here's the number almost nobody expects. Officer Sarah stays richer than Nurse Sarah until they turn 33. 15 straight years of winning. Picture the 10-year reunion at 28. The cop is ahead by 6 figures, and every spreadsheet in the room quietly agrees with her math, not the nurses. But medians don't retire at 30. Cross 33 and the nurse pulls ahead. $680,000 ahead by 65. Same pattern, longer sprint. Early money is loud, career math is quiet, and it plays the long game better than anyone at that reunion guessed. Life 3, the one Sarah's mother suggested. 4 years of college, a classroom of her own, summers off, a pension, and home by 4 o'clock. Median pay, $72,040. Run the whole life to 65, and teacher Sarah finishes about $1.7 million behind Nurse Sarah. And here, this channel says what it always says. That isn't a bad outcome. It's simply a different life, optimized for different things than money can buy. Summers, daylight, weekends. Jessica taught us the words, nobody made the wrong choice. The mistake is choosing without understanding trade-offs. Teacher Sarah just deserves to choose with the number in view. Most people never get to see it. Now, the life that genuinely shocked us. Life 4 made us rerun the math twice. In this life, Sarah aims higher. Physical therapy, a bachelor's, then a doctorate, 7 years. She walks out at 25 as Dr. Sarah and carries about $150,000 of student debt out the door along with the title. 5 times the nursing debt, 3 extra years of tuition instead of paychecks, and a shiny new title her whole family proudly puts on the refrigerator door. The payoff? $102,760 a year, $5,000 more than nursing. The doctorate out-earns the bachelor's every year. So the doctorate must win the lifetime race, right? 7 years of school has to beat 4. That's the entire promise of more education. Now run both lives to 65 and lean in. This is the whole video. Dr. Sarah's lifetime lead over Nurse Sarah, about $80,000. Total, ever. 40 years of doctor-level paychecks, minus the debt and the late start, and the finish is basically a tie. Read it again. On these numbers, a bachelor's in nursing goes toe-to-toe with a doctorate, and the doctorate needed a head start just to tie. We double-checked it because we didn't believe it either. Same rules, same medians, same arithmetic as every other life. The tie is real. Now, the 2 lives that genuinely beat her, because this channel never hides the scoreboard, even in the weeks when the scoreboard doesn't flatter the home team at all. Life 5, the physician assistant. 7 years, about $140,000 in total debt, and a median salary of $135,880. PA Sarah passes Nurse Sarah at 36 and finishes about $2 million ahead. If money is the goal in healthcare, that's the honest answer. But hold on, one quiet line for later. There's a version of that money that runs through nursing. Nurse practitioner, $132,000. Same neighborhood as the PA's paycheck, built on the license Sarah already holds. That is a whole different video. For now, just put a pin in it. Life 6, software. 4 years, $30,000 in loans, and a median of $135,980, the biggest number on the board. Software Sarah finishes about $2.6 million ahead, and we won't pretend otherwise. The nurse's spreadsheet loses this column. Full stop. Now the whole truth. In 2026, the entry door barely opens. New grad tech hiring is brutal, and layoffs arrive in cycles. And there's no software license that lets you walk into any city in America and start working Monday night. Nursing's superpower never shows up in medians. Median versus median hides the variance. Honest answer, software pays more. Whole answer, it's a different bet, not a bigger paycheck for the same life. So, back to the parking lot. 18 again, letter in hand, remembering everything. The codes, the losses, the night shift birthdays, the aching feet. And remembering the paycheck that survived every recession she lived through. 6 other lives on the table now, every number face up for the first time. Here's what the numbers said. 4 years of school, under $30,000 in debt, $97,550, the newest median, up 4% this year. Beats the trade by 28, outlasts the badge by 33, ties a doctorate, loses only to 7-year degrees and a lottery-shaped job market. Sarah reads every line of it. She picks up the pen her 18-year-old self was holding, and she signs the acceptance letter. Same name, same line. Again. Not by default this time, with both eyes open. The same choice made twice, once by hope, once by arithmetic. If you're a nurse watching this, the math says your call was right. You picked a top 3 financial career, the one that also happens to matter most at 3 a.m. But here's the ending that we didn't see coming. All video long, we handed Sarah a fantasy. Go back in time, choose it all again, fix your life at 18. And the numbers came back with a verdict nobody expected. There was nothing to fix. The career was never the mistake. It never was. Remember the actual mistake? 1 checkbox at orientation, half asleep, worth $427,000 and skipped for 7 years. Sarah didn't need to redo the choice at 18. She needed 15 minutes at 29. And unlike time machines, that do-over actually exists. It's sitting in a benefits portal right now, hers and yours. The career cleared the bar. Now the money has to act like it. So, homework, nurse to nurse. You don't get to choose again either. Good news, the numbers say you never needed to. Fix the fixable thing. Next Tuesday, Sarah's coworker Mike works all the overtime in the world. So why is he broke? Nursing's most expensive myth. We ran his paycheck.